My name is Jacques Bourgeois. I'm the Special Events Coordinator here at Hammock Marsh. And from the rooftop observation deck, you can see pretty much the whole extent of the 36 square kilometers of this wetland. It's just amazing. We have about 300 species of birds. This is 1/3 of all the birds in Canada. For bird enthusiasts, it's heaven. They can go canoeing and see wildlife up close and personal. They can smell the marsh, they can taste it. We have some plants that are actually quite good to eat as well. So what we have here is a Saskatoon bush. Basically, it produces little red fruits, similar to the blueberries, and they're quite yummy, quite tasty. And what we do here at the marsh, we do pancakes, and we serve Saskatoons with them. So this little trail is part of the 30-kilometer trails we have in the marsh. It's a raised boardwalk. There's also some cattails growing here, which are quite good. You can actually taste the cattail. It's delicious. Have you guys had cattails before? Would you like to try it? Excellent. Let's see if we can find a nice, big, ripe one somewhere. You just remove the outside leaves, and see, this is the good part you want to munch on. So here's a little piece for you if you want to try, and I'll eat the rest. For those with a headache, the willow, actually you can just take a little twig and start chewing on it, and it will release a compound called acetylsalicylic acid, the same thing you find in aspirin. So after chewing on a few twigs, your headache should be going away. So if you want to hold this on one side and stretch your arms as far as you can reach, and this wing string will read that you have the same wingspan as a stork, the one that brings babies. Hey, look at that, eh? So it's kind of cool. So we can see it's quite windy in the marsh, and that's typical of the prairies. So what we do in the winter, we sort of transform this marsh into a giant playground. We teach people how to do kite surfing. They can strap on skis and snowboards and use a big kite and basically learn how to master the wind to zigzag across the marsh. We get about 200,000 visitors a year, and they come from all over the place, from Asia, from Europe, from the US.
I'm from Watertown, South Dakota. We had a tour of the marsh this morning. We started out with a lovely breakfast here at the marsh, and then we listened to the teepee talk, which was very informative.
We're standing in the Hammock Marsh Interpretive Center teepee. And the reason we have the teepee at Hammock Marsh is to really symbolize that connection to the land. These are all pictures of historic teepees. Now, teepees tended to be used by plains people. And they came in all kinds of shapes and sizes. There's a teepee here, for example, that's made entirely of poles, just like this. Or there's a teepee here that's actually covered in birch bark. So the differences, when you take a look at these teepees, really remind us the differences of culture and just how that works. If you want an opportunity to experience a prairie sky, if you want an opportunity to see the seasons like you've never seen them before, to feel them, to smell them, to hear them, then this is definitely a place to come because it's really remarkable.